This is number 40 in our review for Chapter 4 on page 238, where we're asked to solve each equation. And notice we don't have a fraction equal to a fraction, so we cannot cross multiply. Instead, we want to make sure every denominator is in factored form. So if I unfoil this first denominator, factors of -6 that add up to -1 are -3 and +2. If I factor the second denominator, factors of -12 that add up to +1 are 4 and -3. And my last denominator, I need factors of 8 that add up to 6. They would be 4 and 2. So we notice we're going to need in our least common denominator a t plus 2, a t minus 3, a t plus 4, and that's it. So instead of getting common denominators, I'm going to multiply the tops of every term by all three of those factors, t plus 2, t minus 3, and t plus 4. Now in my first fraction, the t plus 2 and t minus 3 are going to cancel. So I will have just the 2 that's there on top multiplied by the one binomial that's not in the bottom, t plus 4. In my second fraction, the t minus 3 and the t plus 4 will cancel. So I'll have just the t plus 2 on top multiplied by what's already there, t plus 1. And in my third fraction, the t plus 4 and the t plus 2 will cancel, and I'll be left with just the t minus 3, multiplied by what's already in the numerator there, which is t. Now I'm going to FOIL or distribute, and I'll get 2t plus 8 plus, FOIL this, first times first is t squared, outside times outside is 2t, inside times inside is 1t, last times last is 2, and distribute on the right, t times t is t squared, t times -3 is -3t. Now I'm going to put my like terms together. On the left I have only a t squared, but I have a 2t and a 2t and a 1t. Those add up to 5t. And I have an 8 and a 2, and those add up to 10. On the right, I have no like terms. So this is a quadratic equation. I can see the highest degree is 2, so I need to get it in standard form. That would mean I need 0 on one side, so I'm going to subtract t squared from both sides, and I'm going to add 3t to both sides. That'll leave me with nothing on the right. The t squareds are going to cancel, and I'll have 8t plus 10 is equal to 0. No longer is it quadratic. So what I need to do then is subtract 10 from both sides, and I get 8t is equal to -10, and then divide both sides by 8, and I get t is equal to -10/8, and that reduces to -5/4.